We are here, I think, with the squeaky chair again. But that's okay. We got some stuff to talk about today. Quite a bit. It is the first live stream of the month of May. This year is just going away so quickly. Going by. That's what we're looking for. Instagram just sent me a notification that I have a live stream going on. Why would it do that? Why would it send me a notification? Hello, those joining us. I am always excited to have people coming in and saying hello. This is where we talk about girly stuff and makeup and fashion and all that stuff. And yeah, I just kind of give you a rundown of what I've been doing as far as my own life, my own what's the word I'm looking for? Routine. That's it. Routine. My own routine. What I'm doing. It's the weekend. I can be a little bit relaxed. You guys know, I don't know if you know this, but like when you have hair growth issues and like balding issues, and then it grows in, anybody have that problem where you get that like lump where your hair, like the end of it, like the short stuff is in there? Like you can see my short hair, right? I haven't cut the hair up here for a long time, but there's like little bits of hair that, you see how short that is right there? That's all part of having like PCOS, hormonal stuff. Yes. So I got these weird little bumps. And so I'm now like, what do I do with my hair? I don't know. We'll see how it acts in the summertime, because I haven't had hair like this in the summer. So we shall see. Or not for a long time. Have I ever had hair this long in the summer? I don't know. I don't know that I have. I don't know that I've had hair this long for a long time. Anyway, if you are curious, my glasses are from I Buy Direct. People like these glasses. I think they're cute. The problem with them is because my nose is really wide, they leave this little red mark here on the side, which is kind of annoying. And also, I get my glasses like, there's makeup and stuff like that around the edges because it comes down and touches my cheeks. So if you don't like that, you ain't gonna like these. But they're kind of cute. Yeah, and the shirt is from my Love Everybody shirt. I had to wear this for church today. I thought that was fitting. That is, I got it in my recent little haul I got from Forever 21. Yeah, my makeup today was from my number 7 haul that I picked up, like a week, 2 weeks ago. Is anyone else having problems with the USPS? Oh my goodness, it's driving me nuts. I have something from Uden's Eye. I think it's Uden's Eye. And something from Glam Shop, but I don't know like if that's actually landed in the US yet. Glam Shop Poland, because I guess there's another Glam Shop too. And something from my Ipsy Glam Bag. I got the Glam Bag Plus. The Glam Bag is still sitting in Illinois since the 14th, I think. I could drive down there and get it, but no. So that's been sitting in there. Same place as Odin's Eye. That's been there since the 9th. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I can't believe like the post office is going so incredibly slow, and I want my junk. But I've been pretty good on my kind of pretty good. I tried to actually get the what is it? Menagerie and Annette collab. That palette that she had, partly because I just wanted to see if I could get it, but then they had this whole restock thing going on, and it sold out in 1 minute. No joke. And I wanted to get that Bats palette because it's so cute and it's purple and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to get the one from Annette, but then I was like, they're like $40 a piece, and that's kind of more than what I normally try to spend unless I really know I want it. But it was okay because I hit buy and they were sold out. I mean, what in the world? They stock like 400. Like, why would you do that? And then like promote it? Like, I mean, I don't even understand why promote it if you're gonna only stock 400. Just keep it a secret, and 400 people will show up. Especially for, you know, a placement like Menagerie, but whatever. Anyway, but yeah, so I put the number 7 on my face, except for my eyes. I'll tell you about my eyes in a second. And I really like it, but I think I might need to do a little bit more. I'll show you what I used for my base, because I'm trying to do like the minimum. So I used the Lift and Luminate primer. I don't know that this is. I feel like I need to have something else that's either like mattifying or something. I'm oily, generally speaking, even though I get now some dry spots here and here that I didn't normally get before, but you know. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to try this a little bit and see if I actually like it, but I might try this with some other primers. This is the Airbrush Away Tinted Skin Perfector, and it is supposed to be able to be worn by itself. It says shake. Well, how can you shake it when it's a cream? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, I understand if they say agitate it, but like, why would you shake it? I don't understand that. Except when you, I think shaking in French translate, or agitating in French translates to shake. I don't know. Who speaks French around here? My husband's sleeping, so I can't ask him. And then you can use it alone, or it's basically a tinted finish. So I did use this, and I really liked the finish when I put it on, but then it kind of went away, and I think it might be this. But I'm going to play with it a little bit. Today was really the first day that I really played with them. I did like the bronzer. This bronzer was really pretty, worked really well, and actually has a really nice finish to it. You probably already know I love the powder, the number 7 powder. The little blush I had is really good, but it was really pigmented this morning, and now it's really faded off. So, but again, that could be my base products too. I didn't get a lipstick because I'm like, why are we getting lipsticks when we're wearing masks all the time? But I did get this lip gloss, which again, I don't need lip glosses either because I've got them all over the place here. But I like lip glosses. So I got this just so that I technically had a full face. It's nice, but it's just a lip gloss. I mean, it's not anything to write home about. They're concealer. Oh, these two. Yeah. So I use these two. So the concealer I think is really nice. But for some strange reason, I got the base product in light and I got this in light medium. What was I thinking? I don't know. So anyway, I probably need to go lighter with this. But as I mentioned when I hauled it, that I can mix it with some of my lighter ones because I got some other concealers that are a little bit too light. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. I didn't really use the eyeshadow palette because I'm trying to figure out like how to use that, and I might need to take a little bit of time with that and see what's up. Also, the pencil, I had gotten the black pencil, eye pencil. I have not figured out how to make pencils work for me because my eyes are so hooded. As you can see, if I'm looking straight ahead at you right here, you can see the upper lid of my eye actually folds down on my lashes, like hangs out and sits on my lashes. So there's zero lid space that you're seeing when I look like this. But, you know, fortunately, I make a habit of looking down on everybody. No, just kidding. I'm too short to look down on people. But I usually look like this. And I use my eyebrows a lot. I'm very expressive with my eyebrows. So you do see lid space, but I don't know how to really use this in a way that makes sense. So I don't know. Now I've got a few pencils and I got to figure out how to use them or just pass them on to other people. The nice thing about pencils is you can kind of sharpen them, which cleans them, gets any bacteria off. So they're pretty much clean to use. So, but the thing I really like is this mascara. Let's see if you can see. Let's see if, there we go. That's this mascara on my lashes. And my lashes have really gotten long since, let's see if, yeah, IG is kind of focusing on them. They've gotten pretty long since I have done the oil that I talked about last week or the week. I can keep track of what I'm talking about all these times. Anyway, I did talk about oil. I talk about oil all the time, but since I use my like DIY homemade oil, my lashes have grown a lot, as have my eyebrows. But this really, I love the Lash Paradise. That's kind of my go-to. It's actually in my pan bin right now because I am trying to use this. It's like the never-ending tube of mascara because I thought it was done like a few months ago, and it just keeps going, and I'm using it almost every day. But this I really do like. So this could be a contender because I feel this is less clumpy, but it also could just because it's fairly new. I think I've only used this twice. Once in the initial like try it out sort of thing that I had on for like a few minutes, and now I've had this on since this morning. So I'm liking that. That's pretty good. So I will use more of that number 7 and see what I like. And then I'm going to try to give like a full review of my hits and misses from number 7. My hits, my misses, and my meh sort of stuff. So welcome to everybody that is here and those who are joining after the fact. We get quite a few views after. And I have changed the Wednesday from 10 p.m. Central Standard Time to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's kind of a loose sort of thing. It might be a little flexible because depending on schedule. But, you know, I'm trying to work with you guys. If you have input, let me know. Do you guys have suggestions for fingernails? I like to paint my nails, but this happens. I've had this on for 3 or 4 days, which is kind of normal. But my nails are so thin that it breaks off and chips off so quickly. I just use cheap stuff because I have tried more expensive stuff and that chips off too. So it doesn't seem to make any difference. But maybe there's some magic formula that I don't know about, and you can point me in that direction and let me know what's up so I can know. Let's see where to go to next. Oh, my eyes. I told you I'd tell you about what I've got on my eyes. That is this. I just posted it in my stories. The NYX Off Tropic. I know that this one has been at, thank you. Yeah. This one has been at TJ Maxx for a while, and I think it's $3.99 or $4.99. It's cheap. It's cheap. This is really pretty. It really is pretty. They might take a little bit of work to work up, but it really does have a nice range from, you know, fairly dark to quite light. And this is a matte, but this, you know, that's basically half mattes, half shimmers, right? Oh no, there's 2 extra mattes. So these 2 are shimmers and these 2 are shimmers. Did you see that? Sorry. These 2 are shimmers and these 2 are shimmers, but the rest are all mattes. And it really is nice. I've got the pinks. This pink, I'm not showing you very well. This pink, and then this like purpley sort of shimmer. And then I've got this orange, which I think is, this orange, which I think is, it looks yellow in the, on IG, but let me show you what it looks like when I put it on. You see that? Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so YouTube is getting a little bit washed out. That usually happens on YouTube, but IG is looking really nice. Look how gorgeous that orange is. I have not normally been and that was one swipe and it's going all the way across my hand. I mean, that's some serious, that's one swipe. Do you see that? That's some serious pigment. I still got like a whole finger full of it. So yeah, $3.99, go pick this up. Because if you are trying to work with color and just have fun, go to TJ Maxx and get this thing. I don't know why it didn't. I mean, I guess there's just too many colorful palettes or something like that. I don't know. I think it's really cute. It's really nice. And then last week for something different, I guess that's why I was doing colorful looks. I'll show you what I did yesterday too, if you didn't catch that on my stories. But yeah, I put all my looks on my stories. So every week I do 5 days with one palette so that I can really try to get to know the palette as much as possible and do as many different looks as possible. And then on the weekends, I pick from this shelf of over here and over my shoulder that you can't see, shelf of goodies and go from there. What is smelling so good? Did I just open something or did something spill on me? It smells like this thing. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. My hands. Oh, I touched the... It's because I picked that up. I guess. Okay, we're going to get there. I'm like, something smells good on my hands. All right, so this is the Profusion Nude Bliss. And I showed this in the last one, of course, because I always like to show you guys what I'm working on. I did drop it. I got to stop dropping stuff because I keep chipping. And this one chipped out a little bit. But other than that, such a pretty palette for a nude palette. It's $10. This is really nice, and it has much more depth than most nude palettes. It also has like these purpley colors, more rosy tone colors in here. This like nice pink, like almost topper shade, and it's got one pressed glitter. I can't think today. Anyway, this is really nice, really great. Yeah, highly recommended. Oh my goodness, I got too much stuff and not enough place to put it. I need to buy another table and like put it here so I can set my stuff over there when I'm done. Yesterday, I dug into this pretty girl. This is the Saharan 2 by Juvia's Place. Oh my goodness. This palette is so pretty. And you really can get a lot of different depth. This is really an orangey. This is what I kind of focused on. This is more of a neutral brown. And then this is like a hot pink, which I showed. It doesn't look hot pink, but it's fuchsia when you actually apply it. And then you've got the lighter neutral shimmers. And then you've got kind of the mid shimmers. And then this blue, this is a blue. So what I did, and this is actually not just blue. I mean, it looks all, you know, pretty little blue color. No, that's not innocent. This is like iridescent, got like several different shifts to it sort of thing. They're so pretty. Okay, you can't really see it on YouTube. Man, one of these days I get the lighting. I just got to like a ring light, some nasty overhead lighting that doesn't work well for me. And then sometimes we get natural light, but today it wants to rain, so... But yeah, I put that in there. Oh, and I used this one, which is like an orange dreamsicle sort of color, like orange cream, really pretty. And then with this all over the crease, and then put this on the inner corner. It was a pretty look yesterday. So that's what I did for the weekend. Because I was craving some color after I went through that Nude Bliss palette for the whole 5 days. So, but I did love the Nude Bliss. But man, these are pretty colors. Oof, so pretty. Speaking of what's on my fingers, I had to bring this out. I got my husband hooked on this, so we might have a problem. But I mentioned that I brought him to this perfume store. That's like a local, I mentioned this last time. There's like a local perfume store that is all perfumes from the United Arab Emirates. And they import them. It's a Muslim store, like below a mosque. And they have like different kinds of like hair care items and soaps and, you know, things like that. Like a lot of the traditional things that would be sold in like North Africa and stuff. It's actually owned by Somalians because we have a pretty good sized Somalian community here in the Minneapolis area. So it's in Minneapolis, if you're wondering. And they have ridiculously cheap and affordable perfumes. So if you are into perfumes and you are in the Minneapolis area, if you order online, they're at least twice the price. I have found, because I think they do have a website, but I looked it up a while back. I think the website is still there. And it looked like everything was twice the price. You go in and most of their perfumes are $15 a piece, which is pretty stinking cheap for 100 ml, pretty much across the board, somewhere like 95. But this is called Tash Matash. It says here in English, the transliteration of the Arabic that's above it. And it looks like, I don't remember, but it definitely looks like a dupe. They do have a lot of dupes, but I picked it out because it was purple. And I love purple, so usually I go there and I'm like, that purple bottle there, can I smell it? Because I have nothing to compare them to unless I happen to know. I do know some of them, but they're always coming out with so many more that it's hard to keep track of them. This smells so good. It's like, where did oh, I had it on this hand. It's kind of like sweet, but it also does have a little bit of the like woods and ouds. I love ouds. If you don't like ouds, it's probably not the place for you, but I love ouds. And, you know, there's the sharper ouds and the softer ouds, the more smooth, masculine, sweet. Oud kind of comes in all different flavors. So if you like perfume and you're around the Twin Cities, it's on Lake Street, just west of the old Kmart that does not exist anymore. That's now like a post office, I guess. I just went by there. I went by the whole area that used to be my hood and showed my husband. We're living a little bit south of there now, and I showed him, this is where I live. That was the house I spent 3 years in and all that kind of stuff. So, all righty. So, what are we on to next? We got, man, where do I want to go? I can go this direction. I can go that direction. Let's go this direction. Okay, I'm going to show you my empties because I know you all are, if like people that are going to click on this are going to be coming here for the Kaleidos stuff. But I'm going to keep you waiting, but you know, you can fast forward. I mean, you know how it works on YouTube. It's okay. If you do that, I'm not going to be mad at you, but I'm going to show you my empties. And, I've been pretty proud of this, working on this. I have this Sephora bag, this teeny tiny little Sephora bag that is jam-packed, and I just took 2 out. So they were really balanced in there. I've got 2 perfumes in here. This is the Samsara EDP from Guerlain. And this is one that was gifted to me. I think this was gifted to me in a exchange or something like that. Back in the day, probably, well, it would have been before I left for Haiti. So it would probably been 2015 or something like that. I love this perfume. I think it's so beautiful, but this is one of the like vintage versions of it. It's a little bit stronger, a little bit heavier. That does come in the EDT as well, which is a little bit softer, but it is like the classic sandalwood scent. And it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I'm not going to repurchase this right now because it is, I have some others that I want to use up. So I am trying to get through some of I have tons of perfume. And that's just the ones that are here in the US. There's a whole bunch more in Haiti that I'm praying will be fine. So anyway, this is really beautiful, but I'm not going to repurchase it right now, but at some point I might, because I really do enjoy it. The other one is from Annick Gouta, and I do not know if that's exactly how you pronounce that, but I hope it is. And it's the Songes, something like that. And this is a white floral tropical, really beautiful kind of that. It's a huge scent. I just got this little one, and I got it maybe in 2016. I think I got it just before I went to Haiti. So maybe I got it. I might have actually ordered it when I was down there. I don't know. But it's just, it was a 15 ml. And it's taken me that long to use it up, because I have a bajillion of them. But this one I've been focusing on, so it didn't take very long to use these 2 little bottles up. But I was pretty proud of myself. These are the first 2 perfumes that I have used up since at least 2015. Because I got so many of them, so I can't use them all up. But I was proud of myself for that. Okay, now where am I going to put these things as I take them out of here? I don't know. I guess I'll just set them here and then try to fit them all back in. This was a little sample I got from, and I just wanted to talk about these so that I can tell you like what I thought of them, if I thought of them. This is a sample I got from Sephora for my birthday, and then I just decided to open it up a while back. And I used it for about a week, just kind of sealing off the end and then reusing it. So this is the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. It's okay. Are these things supposed to be spectacular? I've already told you guys that I think most skincare is a scam. So I don't know. And it's not just beauty stuff in here. It's all sorts of stuff. Oh, let's look at this. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is really nice. Actually, it really moisturizes well. I got this from Sephora, and I kept the thing on it, so I would just open it up and I'd kind of dip in it and then I'd close it up again. So I used it for weeks. Actually, this little guy lasted a long time. There's supposed to be one that's kind of a dupe from Milani. That's like the rose lip mask or something. I want to try that and see how it is compared. I probably would not pay the price for the Laneige, but I know that this is kind of, you know, a lot of people's go-to, and it is really nice. I can see why people like it. I do like it as well, but I'm cheap, so I probably wouldn't pay that price, especially if I can find a dupe for it. But I will be looking at the Milani one because I'm very interested in that. So you guys use these. We have water here that tastes like water softener. You know how that tastes? That's so nasty. It like tastes like sickeningly sweet. Ugh, I don't like that. So I have been getting these guys to put in it, and I kind of like it. And they have like vitamins and stuff like that. There's other ones that have caffeine. They're okay. But I thought this was pretty good. This is supposed to be focus. It's supposed to make me focus. It's got L-theanine, whatever that is. I don't know if it helped me focus, but I used it up. Tasted good. Olay Regenerist Ultra Rich. I got this in the Walmart beauty box from last month. I guess Rainbow decided it's time to come out from her nap. So she's going to wander around and play with her toys because I'm doing a live stream, so it's time for her to play. But Olay, I think, is really, it's just kind of a standard go-to. As far as skincare, if you're going to pay for skincare, I think Olay does the trick. I mean, the main thing with skincare is that it's going to be, okay, good. She said it's good for anxiety. Okay, focus and anxiety. All right, cool. Well, now we know. Learn something new every day. I don't know if it made me less anxious. Maybe I should get some more. Maybe I've been anxious because I don't have this anymore because I used it up. I need to get some more. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So this is, I think as far as skincare goes, you kind of, if you're going to buy it, Olay is pretty good because it's affordable. It's pretty decent. This is a nice, rich cream. So really good for hydrating overnight. That's what I would use it for. I would use this one at night, and then I'd use a lighter one in the morning. The Nouveau Hair Care Argon Mask. I got this in Ipsy, and I just used it up last night. So I had been using it as a mask in my hair along with my oils, and look how my hair, like, this is all new growth here. With my oils and with aloe vera, and then I just put it all through my hair and then braid it up and then wash it with my DIY wash, which is basically like egg and honey and things like that. I don't use shampoo at this point. I mean, I have used shampoo. I'm not completely against it. I just don't like the idea of stripping things off of your skin and off of your hair, as I talked about last week, I think it was. I use this guy up. You want cheap wipes to get your... I don't know if any of you guys are into palettes like I am, like eyeshadow palettes. Sometimes I just like sit down and as my anti-stress, I just pull out 3 palettes and I swipe them all over my hands, and I see all the colors and I go, oh, that's so pretty. There's something therapeutic of just looking at pretty colors. I don't know. So I just look at them and go, oh, they're so pretty. So I just kind of look at, so anyway, I like to use these. I got these from the dollar store. Fisher Price baby wipes. I did try to take the makeup off my eyes, and it kind of burned. So don't recommend you use those around your eyes. It probably says that on the package, and I probably just didn't pay attention. Who knows? This is the one that I used before I got the one I currently have. But this was the hair, skin, and nails. Now I'm using not a gummy formula. I'm using an actual capsule formula, which is over there somewhere. It's on the other side of my basket. So yeah, but this was biotin, and now the one I'm using is biotin and collagen and a couple of other things. So I was hoping that would give me some more good stuff. All this stuff will go in recycling because recycling comes tomorrow. Also got this in the Walmart bag, and this is the Hello Anti-Plaque and Whitening Fluoride-Free Toothpaste. Natural peppermint with tea tree and coconut oil. Yeah, I can DIY it if I want to. I just usually use whatever my husband uses. Tell me why that's not a good idea. It might not be a good idea. I don't know. Do I need to get fancy, organic, all natural toothpaste? Can I just use my own? I used to use neem oil because it's supposed to really be good for your dental health. But then my husband refused to kiss me because it tastes really bad. It's like really bitter. And he's like, yeah, no. So then I stopped using that because kisses good teeth. I mean, you know, you got to weigh it, right? So kisses won. My marriage won rather than, I might not have any teeth, but that's okay, you know. This was a freebie, not freebie. It was something that somebody gave to me. Laura Mercier powder. I had another one of these because I was given two in really close shades to each other. I feel like I combined them and maybe tossed the other one, but the other one might be around somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, I finally took out the sifter and it is empty. People rave about this. I feel like people raved, past tense, about it. And also this Coty Airspun was considered a dupe of that. I don't get the hype, but I don't hear anybody talking about the Coty Airspun anymore. But I do see it at Walmart, so people are clearly using it. I just don't know. All right, now we are. Oh, one more empty. Couple empties. So this is Aoa Studio makeup remover cleansing wipes. Again, I kind of got this because they're $1, but there's only 15 in here where this one has 72. And I don't really use them to remove my makeup. So I don't really need this for just taking swatches off. I can do the cheaper one. So probably go to the dollar store and get more of those. Actually, I have more of those right now over there where I was last swatching. Yeah, so I probably won't get the Aoa Studio, but they do smell really good. So if you like nice smelling and you want something that is probably a little bit better for your face, but still I don't like those for my face because I think it's too harsh. The Marula oil is empty because I put it into my bigger oil. So that's one that has now been blended into my other. I should just like put these all together in this one and then throw it in the recycling that way, right? All these recyclable plasticky thingers bobs. Yeah, so that's that Marula oil. Okay, now for other things that are getting pushed out for one reason or another. This poor guy is being retired for obvious reasons. This is a BS Mall. This came from Amazon. I got it a few years ago. You wash them a few times and they get really loose. So while the brush set is pretty decent, and I might have one or two left. I think most of them got left in Haiti. I actually don't think I have any more of these. I don't think any of them are around anymore. So this is going to go bye-bye. I mean, I could glue it back together. The brush is still in decent shape, but I got better brushes and I just am not going to use it. So that one has to go bye-bye. This was one I hemmed and hawed and I finally put it in here. And I may see if Anise wants this or something. Oh my goodness. Rainbow sees a squirrel outside the door. And so now she's going to go nuts because she wants to go get this girl. I'm going to get her a cat and name it Squirrel because she loves cats. I mean, like loves cats, like is BFF with cats. So this is an e.l.f. Rainbow, relax. This is an e.l.f. palette, eyeshadow palette that has been very well loved. And this one is in California. It's their baked eyeshadow palette that does not exist anymore, but you might be able to get it on Amazon. Actually, I think that's where I bought this back in the day. They are not bad, but now formulas have gotten so much better, but they really are pretty. They're just, it's all shimmers. A lot of the colors are like these two brown colors here are, you know, nondescript. These two are really nice highlight colors, but the reason I decided that it does not need to stick around is I can do almost all of these with something else I have in a better formula. So I think what I'm going to do is either offer it to one of my nieces, or I may take it out and grind it up and turn them into like liquid liners and see if that works. I could also do like color, like a clear gloss or something like that with them, or whatever. But we'll see. I may still use them. Otherwise, I might toss it, but I might not. But it's retired from my eyeshadow collection. So I'm going to find a solution for that one. And then hopefully, yeah. This guy has to go because it's a beautiful color, right? This pretty e.l.f. Bright pink lipstick. It is covered with white mold. Isn't that beautiful? So this was sitting in my bag for a while and I brought it. I just kind of glanced at it because, you know, I can't tell from that it's covered in white mold. So I looked at it and said, oh yeah, I want to keep that. And then I opened it up and went, what in the world? And you can see where I kind of brushed it off and I was like, what is that? And it's mold. So that one's going away. Goodbye. There is another empty. Oh, I have another one of these brushes from BS Mold too, but I apparently didn't find the brush top. This is another empty from e.l.f. and this is the eyeshadow primer. Definitely a worthy repurchase, but right now I've got a couple of eyeshadow primers, so I don't need that one right now. This guy is probably going to be offered to someone if they want it. It is a twist up thing, but this is Avon, and I haven't even gotten past the initial tip that, you know, like the original. It's a pretty color, but it's, you know, it's really vampy. It's just not something that I would wear that much. There's a lot of glitter and stuff in it. So I just thought I needed to move it along. So yeah, I might offer it to a niece. So I'm going to put a little basket of things that will be given away if somebody wants them. And if not, who knows? But yeah, it's really pretty color. I wish this was an eyeshadow. Because if that was an eyeshadow, I'd be digging that. It's not. And then I got a bunch of lippies. Oh, this is a Boohoo. I got these liquid vinyl, and I actually have two more of them, and I really like the color of the other ones. But this one is just not a good color for me. It's just a strange, it doesn't look very good on my skin. And so I decided that one's gonna go. I'm trying to be a little bit more logical. This one just got old. LA Colors X Volume Mascara. Got old and crusty, and it's not that great anyhow. It was just like a dollar store find. Here's a Super Gel Intense. This is supposed to be a lip liner and a eyeliner. It's came from Shop Miss A when I was doing the really cheap stuff. It's got nice pigment, but it streaks pretty bad and just rubs right off. You can see that's gone. So that doesn't have any staying power. And I got these two guys also from Shop Miss A, which are LA Colors Matte Lip. Well, this one's shiny and this one's matte. This one is pretty, but it's really matte and it dries everything out. So I was like, nah. And this one is okay, but it's a little streaky. I just don't need everything to be hanging on to everything. And then these ones, this was actually a Christmas gift. So hopefully the person does not wander across here. But again, I might see if nieces want these couple of these I haven't even swatched, but these are the ones that I swatched were really streaky. These are Beauty Concepts is the brand, and these 4 bullet. So that's what I've got. Decluttering. Sorry, that's making a lot of noise. So I will be retiring all of these goodies to wherever it is that I can retire them to get them out so that I can start filling up this bag again with new empties. And speaking of empties, oh my goodness, time flies, right? When I'm sitting here on a live stream. I just jabber. And people come by and watch. And then people come afterwards and are like, oh yeah, I watched that. I'm like, really? You watched it? Congratulations. Thank you for watching me just sitting there talking about nonsense. But I love when you guys like give me feedback too. I like the interaction. And tell me, what have you been finishing up? And what have you been kind of going through? Let's get to the point, and then I'll come back to the other stuff that we're going to go through. The reason that people click on this video. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had to go there. I couldn't help it. I had to go there. I'll show you this first. So I got the pretty box. Got the pretty box. Here it is. There's nothing in it. There was. So this was the shipping box. It's really cute. I like this a lot. And I'm going to be using this for something. I don't know. What should I keep in the fancy little Kaleidos Club Nebula box? It just looks like a little treasure chest, doesn't it? I was thinking of putting like my essential oils in it or something. I don't know. But the star of the show, we got it. So this is the Club Nebula. I posted pictures of this on there. And I have not used it yet. And I was wondering to myself, why have I not used it? I've swatched it, but I haven't used it. And I thought, why have I not used it? And I thought, you know, it's because my expectations are so high. It's kind of like meeting your heroes. I've heard other people like talk so highly of this formula and this particular palette. And I'm like, I don't want to be disappointed. So I've kind of just looked at it in awe. It is really beautiful. Okay, sorry, I've got to go up a little bit because you can't see me there. It kind of has a little bit. Yeah, it's not too bad. It was glaring back, but it's not too bad. YouTube is not focusing. All right, let me turn away. There we go. That gives a little bit better. So this color, that green color, is completely washed out on YouTube, but it's bright green. You know, YouTube, I mean, lighting, I'm sorry. Got to balance it. And it does. And I think it's actually the webcam. It might be the webcam, how it's just kind of washing it out. There might be settings on the webcam that I just don't know how to use them. So who knows? But I will be doing some looks with this. I haven't figured out when I'm going to put it into rotation for my 5. I definitely want to put it into my 5 days one palette. And then thinking too, you know, I've got so many new palettes and I'm doing the 5 days one palette and I'm not getting through them really fast. Now, when I do my weekends, I'm pulling out palettes that I haven't really done anything with before. So like newer ones or ones that I've kind of gotten and then just put on the shelf. So I'm trying to look at it and say, okay, I need to make sure I'm not bringing in more than a palette every 2 to 4 weeks. So far, I have been failing at that and bringing in multiple palettes every week or so. Anyway, beautiful, 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 beautiful palette. Yeah, I'm kind of in awe of it. I love the packaging. It's just so beautiful and sturdy. As somebody mentioned before, it's bigger, but it doesn't feel bulky. And that's exactly the case. It doesn't. It feels like a very intentional use of space. And yeah, it just feels very elegant and yeah, really nice. Really, really beautiful quality, magnetic kind of closure. So I will be really excited to try it. I think I might put it in the rotation for June, maybe. Wow, already June? I feel like that would be a good time for that. But then I also got these. So they have the 3 fur. It doesn't have the same ring as 2 fur, 3 fur. All right, so they have the package of 3 of these. What do they call these? Futurism palettes. Yeah. So this one came in stock, and I wasn't expecting this. I had kind of convinced myself that I was going to get what was the other one? The Shiseido City, I think. That I was going to get that one. But then this one showed up, and I went, oh, yes! Like last minute. That they didn't tell us. They just snuck it out. So this is what it looks like. Let me block the mirror. Really gorgeous. Now, the thing about these palettes, I swatched them with the Club Nebula, and I really think they're almost just an extension of that. Nothing dupes, but they really do work together. This black is really nice. It's got it's that diamond formula, but it's really like the glitter actually comes through. And some people might not like that, but I think that's really cool. So for that, I can imagine really interesting looks coming out of that. This one is the Electro Turquoise. And I love that pop of orange. I've never been into orange before, but suddenly I'm into it. So, hence this orange. But the oranges are so different. This orange is such a like tangerine sort of orange. This one is almost like a neon sort of orange, yellowy neon. Yeah. And then this one is the Lunar Lavender. It's purple. If it's purple, I need it in my life. And this is such a unique purple palette compared to other ones. Rainbow. No, you're okay. You're okay. Squirrels. Those squirrels are not going to chase themselves, Mom. All right. So anyway, this is beautiful, beautiful purple lavender with these shimmers. I mean, I'm so excited to use this because I think it's going to give such neat color combinations. And I really definitely want to use this one and this one while the summer's here. So hopefully I'll get those in rotation. But these will all be going in the rotation. Right now, my projected is that I'm going to be using these 4 through the month of May, which are the Profusion Neon. I really want to get this, some mileage and get to know it and see if I'm going to keep it in my collection. I do like most of the Profusion. This one may not be one that I reach for as much just because it's not kind of an everyday sort of thing. But speaking of everyday, this is a beautiful everyday. This is the Ofra Samantha March collab. So this will be in the rotation for next month. So we've got something super bright, something pretty mellow and neutral. And then I wanted to do one of my LA girls because I have not done any of these, not featured any of these. And so I decided the main stage is a really great, beautiful spring. Oh my goodness, so pretty. You can see that I have played with it and I've done a couple of weekend looks, or maybe it was just like one, like a look on each eye sort of thing. But this is such a gorgeous palette and it performs beautifully. And this might be because the mattes in here are so gorgeous. That might be why I don't need something like this. And then also I've got other that are great. That suspicious sounding is just me rubbing against the vinyl on the chair. There was not any sort of bodily explosion. And then this Zoeva palette. This was a TJ Maxx find. This is the Offline palette. And I really, again, I want to use this and again, see if it's something that I want to keep in my collection or if I'll pass it on to a niece or someone else. But it really is pretty. These 2 lighter shades here are kind of redundant and silly to have 2 of them since they're both mattes. And especially since you have this one, which is, I think is a little bit more useful. One of these could have been a shimmer or they could have just been both taken out or replaced with a color. I don't know, with a more colorful. But I do think it's a very pretty palette and it has some very nice wearable. So I can continue and go with these, or I can pop one of these guys in there for a little bit more excitement, which I'm kind of tempted to do, but I also don't want to keep pushing some of these back so I don't ever get to them. So tell me what you think. What should I do? What should I do for my May palettes? I need to have 4 because there's 4 weeks in the month of May. Is that true? Did I lie to you, or do we have an extra week? Because I know, well, not April, but March weeks, fullish weeks in the month of May. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right. Wow, we got 10 minutes. Can we get through this? I told you I had a bunch of stuff to talk about. My goodness. So I've got, the other thing that I was going to show you along with my empties is that I have my pan. So this is my project pan basket. And I'm not doing this like other people. I do it my own way because I am my own person. Dang it. But I'm going to show you the things I'm trying to use up. What I have in here is basically kind of one item for like, you know, a full face, but, and then a little, few exceptions. I'm trying to focus so that I can get through it. Trying to use this guy up, so I went ahead and put this in here. This is another one of the Aoa Studio face wipes, so I'll use this to remove, for example, these guys. Okay, these are the things that I'm trying to pan, so I'm trying to make as much progress as possible in them and use them up and or whatever. The Cotillard Spun, I just want to get as much use of this as I can and see how it works. I think I'm going to be using this more in the summertime just to mattify because I am oily, and as like yesterday it was really humid and hot and I was like an oil slick. So I'll be using more of that. But it is like almost full. It's, you know, the line's right up here. So, you know, it's almost full. Okay, this guy has some pretty good progress, and I think he's going to be hitting the pan pretty soon. There's a pretty good divot right here that I always aim for when I put the brush in. And this is the Aoa Studio Halo highlighter in Blissful. This is a beautiful highlighter. I really like this, which is great that I'm panning it because I like it. It's a nice champagne. There's so much product in here. It's ridiculous. I've had this for a couple of years, so it's time definitely to be panning it and trying to get it out. So hopefully I'll have a hole in that, like you'll be able to see the pan next month when I check back in. My Lash Paradise, I need to use this up. It just keeps going. So this is what I'm reaching for almost every day, just to, again, to get through. I'm going through this really quickly because I've already mentioned them, but this, every time there's always ample product in here. But it does look like maybe, or feels like maybe I'm getting to the end of it. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll start saying, okay, it's getting dry. That's it. This guy is the e.l.f. Mad for Mattes palette. I really actually quite like this for a matte palette. I think it's really practical. And I am digging into these two to set my primer when I do set my primer. And then I've got a couple of others that are getting a pretty good divot in them as well because I use them to deepen up, or if I'm using something like the one I used today, this one that doesn't have a lot for neutrals, I might use one of these to put in the crease or whatever. So, or, you know, the grays, I really like this to kind of make it more cool. This gray is great. And this is more of a charcoal instead of a black. So I like this for darkening up because it doesn't get so heavy on me. Hopefully I'll have a couple pans in this, 1 or 2. Next time we shall see. I've got another e.l.f. Got a lot of e.l.f. in here because I've had so much e.l.f. and I want to use some of my older products. So this is the e.l.f. Spiced Apple blush and blush topper, I guess it is. Duo. It says it's a highlighter and blush, but that's not a highlight color for my skin tone. So I just basically use them together as a bronzer. This is beautiful. I really like this combination. I think it's makes a nice glowy, pretty bronzed look for if you just want to do bronzer, which is great. And there's getting a little bit of a divot in there, but you can see the original pattern is still here. but I'm really focusing in the middle of it when I usually take this fan brush and I just kind of hit the middle of it and I kind of flip it back and forth. And that's how I get the product on. So who knows? I don't know how deep these pans are. I don't think they're super deep, so we'll see. My Essence, I love Stage eyeshadow primer. I actually do quite like it. I thought at first that it was far inferior to the e.l.f. and the Milani, but I don't think it really is. I think it's pretty good. So I've been using it pretty consistently. I have it on. Yeah, I have it on today. And there's, let me see, is there creasing? A little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of creasing, but that also could just because it's more humid and hot now. My HD Mattifying Balm from e.l.f. This was like what came along before the putty primer, but you see there's a ton of pan in there, but that almost panned instantly. But I should have this done pretty soon because I try to use this as an everyday primer. I do like it. I think this is better than the one I used from No7. I think No7 is like more for winter, maybe to make your skin a little more dewy. I don't really need my skin to be more dewy. So Aoa Perfect BB Cream. I like this a lot. And I do want to get this again. This is in medium. I think what I'm going to do is order it in medium and in light so that I have it next time I order it. But this is almost, I mean, it's getting where I really have to squeeze it to get it out. So that should be done by next month. This is my other foundation that's in there. That's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I really like this one as well, but I do want to try the Dewy and Smooth or something like that for the winter, but this one definitely is better for the summertime. And this color's pretty good when I have more color. This is the Nude Beige, but it can be light. I feel like I have to get, if I get it again, I might get this and then get a darker color and get a lighter color so I can kind of balance it and mix it as I need as my color changes, because I do tan pretty quickly and whatnot. Just being out there and about. This is, I may or may not hang on to this, but I'm going to try it anyhow. This is an Amuse from AOA Studio, one other thing. I think it came in a grab bag, but it's kind of a fun, really bright pink. Let's see if I can put it here. So it's right over my tattoo. It's a really bright pink, kind of neon almost, which I thought would be kind of fun for the summertime. I don't know. We'll see if I get any use out of it. Otherwise, if I don't, I might pass it on. Or toss it, who knows. The Essence blush, Essence the blush, really nice. Again, you see a lot of the pattern around it, so it hasn't gotten much use because I literally just got it, what, a month or two ago. But this is a great color. Really like it, and I actually like to combine it with this, which is the Milk Makeup Work multi-stick, sort of, is that what they call it? Multi-stick? Something like that. Lip and Cheek. It's called the Lip and Cheek. In Work, I really like that, but there's a lot of product. I don't think yeah, there's quite a bit in here. This is their little like deluxe sample. I don't want to go all the way because it might get stuck. So there's a lot in here, but I like to combine these two. They're pretty nice. And this will be nice, I think, for summertime, just to put a little bit of glow and have some color. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. I know we are like at time, but I'm going to keep going. This is the Essence Instant Matte Setting Spray. The only thing I really use this for at this point is for wetting my brush when I'm doing shimmers, if I feel like I want a little bit more. But I think I might actually try using this to mattify a bit, because like today I was dewy and shiny. So as it gets more dry, we'll see how that goes. This is the Essence Camouflage Concealer, and you can see, you know, it's down here. So it's definitely, I've been using it. I am curious how this is going to work as it gets more humid and I get more dewy, if this is going to be, if it's going to perform a little bit differently, because I might want a little bit more mattifying under the eyes. But it is right now, it feels like it's a little more drying. So balancing that is going to kind of be, yeah. Essence Make Me Brow. This is the wrong color, but when I use dark glasses or like glasses with like thicker frames that kind of cover my eyebrows, I use this just to stick it in place because you don't really notice it that much, and I just kind of use it to tame them a little bit. But yeah, it's a way off color, and I don't love it. I think this is the one I used today, the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I love this. I think this is great. It really has held them in place quite well. Can you see my brows? Well, this one's a little bit, but this one kind of is in place. I don't know. I don't do anything except just the gel, but I do have something coming from Ipsy. I just got my bag like notification of what I'm getting, and I am getting the Khloe Kardashian Glam Bag X or whatever that is. I mean, I don't care about Khloe Kardashian or any of the Kardashians or really any celebrities at all, but I'm curious. It's one of those things that I'm like, I'm going to try Ipsy for a few months and see how it is. I think that, I mean, clearly they're making we're not getting that great of a deal, because if we were getting a great deal, they would be losing money. So they're still getting money. So, it's not like they're giving something away to us. So, you know what I mean? We're still paying more than their cost by quite a long bit. That's why all of these boxes are popping up, right? More and more and more of these beauty boxes are popping up. So I don't know. But the HD powder, Perfect Finish powder from e.l.f. This is a really nice powder, especially as it is getting more dewy. The weather is getting more dewy, more hot and humid. This is really nice, and I will be using this a lot this summer, so I probably will end up using it up. I haven't hit pan on it yet, but it's got a pretty good dent in the one side of it because I push it in at an angle, at the same angle every time. The Aoa Studio Tacky Base, I really like this, but it's the only tacky base I've used for glitters and or shimmers. It really intensifies. But there's also the NYX one that I want to try, and then there was another one somebody brought up that's more of a, maybe it's a Milani or something like that. That's more of like a thinner formula that I would be interested in trying it as well to see if that works a little bit better. But I do like this a lot. It's $1. There's a lot of product in here, but I keep it in here because I would like to get it down so that I can justify getting the NYX. Aoa Perfect Studio Banana Powder. I have been using this for under the eyes. It is about half full. Yeah, so I use it a little bit. I'll use it like kind of in the T-zone. This is another Aoa Studio grab bag thing. This is the LA Colors Blush Shimmer. Blush. Everything rubs off the front, right? That's what it looks like. And I don't know what color, but it's this pretty peach color. And I think that this is kind of pretty for like a summery sort of, just a bit of summery glow. It's a peachy, glowy sort of thing. Really light, but kind of for a no makeup sort of thing. It's aight. And then last thing in this is the Aoa Studio Diamond Lip Gloss. And you can see it's down here, but there's still kind of a hole below that. So I would say it's probably down here. I really like this. I like the shimmer in it. It's got like pink and green mostly. Yeah, but it's just a fun, playful shimmer. These are really cute. I quite enjoy them. But I want to use that one up because I've had it for a while. That is in what is in my pan basket. Now I'm going to show you really quickly. I know we're at time, but I want to get through this. So the next one we can go through other stuff. This was like my maintenance sort of. This is what we're doing with all of the makeup stuff. So thank you for hanging out with me and being part of my little beginning of the month refresh sort of thing. This basket looks like the same basket, but it is the same basket from the dollar store, from Dollar Tree, so it was $1. And these work really great to just set over here and have all my stuff in. So this is what I've done is I've gone through and I've gotten essentially a full face of products I want to be working on. And then I switched it out for this month. I did it actually a couple days ago. So it's been a month and a couple days. But these are the products I want to work on. And then I put all the other ones in the drawer so I can be focusing on these. So here's what we got. Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer. This came in boxy, I think. This is a little bit on the oily side, but I did find that if I shear it out a bit more and then put one of those e.l.f. mattifying powders on top, it works quite nicely. So I'm going to continue to use that. Profusion Blush Palette, Blush 1. Really pretty. I would like to try some of the darker ones as well. They had Blush 3, I think, at Walmart last time I saw. These are really beautiful. A combination of shimmers and mattes. And nothing super special about the formula, but I think it's just a really nice go-to palette. This is the CoverGirl Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder. It's like a kind of a medium cover foundation sort of thing, which I am really liking quite a bit. So I will be using that more. I think this might be really practical in the summer because, like I said, I am a grease ball in the summertime, and so powder products are nice for me. e.l.f. liquid. This is the glitter one. So this is the purple glitter eyeshadow. Really pretty, but I just don't reach for it. So I wanted to put it in here so I do reach for it, because I'm hoping that in the summertime I will have more excuse and I might be able to even pair this with some of the looks that I have. In fact, when I do that Profusion neon, I'm going to be using some of these kind of one and done sort of things to add to it because I can. And I feel like some of those looks need it if it's just mattes. e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is a really nice setting powder that has a little bit of shimmer, but it's not overly so. And so I will be using this a bit. I am doing great. Thank you for asking. LA Girl Matte Lipstick in Giggle. This is such a cute purple, so I will be using this quite a bit because it's fun and I can. e.l.f. I love this. This smells so stinking good. Smells like watermelon or some kind of melon. Hydrating Core Lip Shine, and this one is in, do we have a color? Do we have a color? Happy. So Giggle and Happy. I mean, it's going to be a great summer, right? I hate when you get like marks on the side when it's like, anyway. Yeah, so I really like this. This is the hydrating one. I would like to get more of these, but I only have one so far. This is the Essence Matte About Matte lipstick. I like this layered with any sort of gloss or with something like this. I'm not into a matte look, but I do like the staying power of matte. So yeah, there's that. No Pore Face Primer from Aoa Studio. I don't find that this is super great, but I'm going to try to use it up and see how it compares to some of the other ones. And I find that just having it in here and having to reach for it gets me used to it so I can see how it performs with different things. So I do mix and match this with the other one. And, you know, I don't use all of these things from here every day or all the things from there. I might mix them up. This is the Ofra in Peony. This was from the Samantha March collab. And I stuck this in here because I can. I could have picked any of them. I have all three of them. So the Milani Eye Primer. Really like this quite a bit. So again, I'm not using this to use them up. I'm doing this to get familiar with them and really get to know these products. The e.l.f. Wow Brow that I already showed you. Love that. Thank you for telling me that I am beautiful. I appreciate that. Wet n Wild Incognito Mega Last. I like this as a concealer. It is a little bit light. This is the light beige. I probably should have gone another shade darker. But it's actually okay because the glasses always put a shadow under my eyes. So I don't mind having it a little bit more bright, but as long as it blends. So what I usually do is I put the concealer on first and then I do my base product because I find that works a little bit better. This is the Naked Cosmetics. This came from Ipsy in March. I think that was the first one. And this is the one and done sort of really pretty champagne. I mean, look at that. That's really gorgeous. So I will be using this with some of those matte palettes to kind of add to it. Got the City Bronzer from Maybelline. I decided to use this one instead of the darker ones that I have because I thought this would be nice while I'm not really tan yet. So, and then also from Essence, the Pure Nude highlighter. This is really nice. It's just a really nice and subtle highlighter. And last but not least, also from Essence, the All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. And I think this is as good as that e.l.f. one, and it could be even better. So I'm going to be comparing those a little bit. That is what is in my everyday sort of thing. And I try to kind of switch off between the two of these so that I am making sure I'm using them consistently. So that's what I'm working on. Getting through some of that stuff, getting to know, and not trying to accumulate too much more stuff. So I'm trying to use some of it so that I can have an excuse to buy more after I use it up. But I'm trying to be good and not just buy stuff to accumulate, because I don't need just a whole bunch of makeup, right? I mean, I've only got one face, people. Even if I wash my face like once or twice a day and put it on again, it doesn't go down that fast. So anyway, this was fun going through everything. It has been an hour and 11 minutes. So I should let you go. And thank you all for joining me. Please consider, if you have hung out this long, bless you, thank you. You are amazing and wonderful. And hang out with me. I am trying to grow this and kind of develop a community around here. I think this is a fun conversation. And please participate and talk to me. Let me know what you're interested in and what times you'd like to have these conversations with me. I do this on Sunday at 5 p.m. and also on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we talk about fashion and makeup. We didn't even get to the fashion stuff today. I'm going to have to do that in the next one. Didn't have time, but that's okay. We'll do that on Wednesday. So meet me here on Wednesday. So like, subscribe, comment, share, follow. If you are on YouTube, follow me on Instagram because I've got tons of content. If you're on Instagram, find me on YouTube and just give me a subscribe over there so that I can start to build up. I'd appreciate that. And tell all your friends that I'm awesome so they'll follow me too. And they can be part of our little tribe of coolness over here, of where we love everybody. Whoops, love everybody. That's our theme. Love everybody. That's all I got. Rainbow wants to go out and chase squirrels, so I should let her go chase squirrels. So I'm going to see you guys in the next one. So have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of your weekend. And have a good week. Bye. We're going to end stream. And we're going to exit out of this one and end video and end over here. And